It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are under.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Lance, a give now to Sermon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Lance going to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert from 13 yards out. And the Niners are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And they get to him right out of the gate. And this defense hoping that that's a harbinger of things to come.
Yeah, when you give up a first-play sack, makes your quarterback wonder if he's going to go to the sidelines and talk with his offense coordinator and head coach and say, hey, you know that game plan we put together? We might need to change it right now.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's got room. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Jackson to throw. They still can't get it. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. At the Niners 7-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Well, a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff running left is Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Hey, we haven't been around the entire time football's been played, but we have studied our history, and there have been some great backs who've been accused of running out of bounds to protect themselves. Well, back in the day, many people didn't like that. But nowadays, take care of the football, show some intelligence, live to fight another down.
On the option to give to Sermon here. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Now it's a former Raven. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. The kick by Gold is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Lance now on 1st down. That is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Shotgun now for Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Lance finding Kittle. 1st down, San Francisco. On 1st down, Lance. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7.
Throwing is Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. A dump off now to Hill.
And he will have a Ravens first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
2nd and 6. Working from the gun, Lance. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. From the gun, it's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Lance now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, he's going to look deep for Watkins. Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. kick it away following the touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Throwing now is Lance.
And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Three quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Jackson now.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
A good pickup there at 22.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw in here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
But Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Throwing his Lance on third down.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Lance and company going on 4th down.
Flush to his right. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
The CD, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
Now he's forced out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
117 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver,
and it's 3rd and short.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Now Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. And Lance going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
First down, Ravens.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Into the secondary past the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run, because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Lance now on 1st down. Getting this out to the flat. Mostert.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Sermon.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Trey Sermon.
A 9-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36.
Jackson, draw play to Dobbins.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only needed 1 yard. He said, I'll get you more than that.
Yeah, yard, piece of cake, right? And if you're a defender, seeing the back of the jersey and being able to read his name, not a good thing. That means you're in chase mode. That didn't go well for them on that snap.
These two teams all tied after 1. Hill. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Underneath here to Hill. Touchdown! Justice Hill from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Slant, slant, slant.
On 2nd down, Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Lance looking to throw it. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. 6 yards left on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Lance, a give now to Sermon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
Shotgun now for Lance. That's swung out to Mostert. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action, now it's Lance. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Check it back or check it straight. Check straight. Kill, turn up. Kill, turn up. Hatchet.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They go play action with Jackson.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. And when you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson towards the end zone for Brown.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is incomplete.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for.
3rd down here.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, they were going for the big strike right there, but this just terrific coverage by the defense in the end zone.
And what helps being a safety in this spot is the back line of the end zone. Defensive back coaches always preach. That's an extra defender because you know that they can only run so far. They can't run past you out of the back of the end zone. Then you know you can't be beat over the top, and gives you a chance to go make a play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Lance eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Lance now on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 108 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here's Mostert. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
Yeah, in the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And the next-gen stats tells us after that initial contact was made, he was able to take it nearly 50 yards.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for.
And it's third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Mike 3. Mike 3. Check pass, check pass. Mike 3.
Here's Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh
Able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now Dobbins again on second down.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. From the gun on third down, Jackson.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. On 2nd and inches, Lance. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. The Niners on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
On the return is Duvernay. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chitty on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Again, Jackson will keep it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Needed 13. They got 14 on third down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, Jackson.
And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
And just shedding him off there. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the night as the Ravens push further out in front. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
at the Yale
Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now it's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jason Verrett. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Odafe Oweh
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. To try again after the sack. Lance. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
James has got it. Complete. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now Dobbins again on second down.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.